I've had multiple conversations that have led to this video now. The topic of those conversations has been around the Health for Hustlers program and providing a better understanding and visual of what's actually inside the program. Why has this come up? So the first video I did, the YouTube, where we did a sneak peek inside the program to kind of get people the visual of what's inside it itself and to show some of the detail, was great. Got a lot of questions, a lot of new onboards, but it wasn't enough. So then I've had conversations with a few of the newest onboards, and they basically have said, whoa, this was way undershown. And now that I'm in it, I'm like, the detail is crazy. This is not what I had expected. And the organization of it is super helpful. So because that was not overshown or well shown enough with the super sneak peek, let's actually go into it even deeper. And I'm fine with doing this because you're not going to be able to pull anything out of it or replicate it, but I want you to actually see why it's worth the money, time, effort, energy, investment, transformation, okay? So let's jump to the computer screen and let's actually look a little bit deeper so you can understand the detail that's gone into this, because this is for men, this is for women, this is for all ages, okay? This is to also piggyback and benefit off onto your kids if you have any, because there's a lot of information that can be translated to kids as well as family members. And then on top of that, this is all about people who are looking to simply make some sort of a change to becoming better with their health, their fitness, their mindset, their discipline, and how they crush their day-to-day chasing their goals and becoming better, okay? We're all super busy. We need something that's helpful to get us to do these easy things, these things that should be on autopilot, done subconsciously, so that we're now all doing them and we're focusing our time on the big stuff: work, friends, family, free time, building businesses, building brands, enjoying ourselves, fitness, and so on, okay? These are years, I'm talking about years, of tested and proven products and results, okay? Years of workouts confined into the 3-week and 8-week program that I've personally done myself. Years of researching, finding, testing, removing, keeping, upgrading, and so on of products to make sure that we're being as non-toxic and fueling ourselves and clean and healthy as possible, okay? I'm talking found, reviewed, read, understood, purchased, tested, vetted, proven, and if we didn't like it or it wasn't working or it wasn't good enough, it was pulled off the list. So this is a confined list of years of work between my wife and I to figure out what we can package together for you guys. I know, we're getting there in a second. And then on top of that, we've got the mindset and the discipline stuff that we know, like we get it, but we don't do it. We never do it. Or it's not consistent, or it's not long-term sustainable. Then we're just back to square one. Why? We should be progressing further and further, not taking big jumps, hanging out for a bit, falling back, relapsing, deciding you want to take big jumps again. No, waste of time. Let's get into it. Okay, I'm not doing a screen share because, again, I want to keep it at least somewhat secretive, but also show you. So we are in the Health for Hustlers program, right? You're on my computer screen. This is found on the computer, the phone, the iPad. You can access it in all of them. We've got the first page. It talks about the mission. It talks about the program, the discipline and the routine. It talks about fitness, both weights and cardio. Then we have our links, because you need the link to get into the 3-week program. You need the link to get into the 8-week program. These are the workouts that are to build you up and level up your health and fitness while you're taking on all of the other aspects of the program between the food and the products, okay? So these are the exercises that you can either follow to a T, or use sporadically, steal ideas from it. All depends on your goal. But there's a 3-week and an 8-week. On top of that, we have the online community that you will be given access to for lifetime for free. So this is our online networking community, our forum, videos, posts, links, questions, topics, encouragement, motivation, the whole 9 yards goes on in here, and it'll only get better as the community grows. Next, we go into the grocery guide. This is huge. This is where the years of work has come into. So we kind of explain the guide, what we look for, what we don't look for, the 90-10 rule, which can also adjust to the 80-20. That's 90 or 80 being clean and 10 or 20 being dirty or indulging throughout the week. It's crucial to your performance in your actual leveling up, but also to just your own sanity. You can indulge. We're humans. It's only natural. Then we have everything broken out by food group, from proteins to veggies, fruit, beverages, fats, oils, carbs, grains, snacks, information about why we choose certain things, and so on. And this is not a here's how you do macros, because anyone can Google that. Anybody can use AI to learn that information. This is more of a, hey, you're eating chicken and rice, stop eating that chicken and stop eating that rice. Those brands and sourcing suck. They're not helping you, they're fighting your body. These are click and play. You click it, it opens the shopping cart. You can add it to cart now. You can look at it and know to go find it in the aisle. You can have it delivered. You can pick it up and they bring it out to your car. It's super easy. There's no excuse. And again, these brands are all vetted, tested, and proven. Next, we have the grocery guide in the consumption plan format, okay? So this is the exact same thing. However, if you prefer to look at it in the format of breakfast breakdown, snacks, lunch, more snacks, dinner, and then additional information and bonuses, you can look at it in this format. If this is just simply your preference because you want to be able to buy based on your meal type for the day. So it's just another way that the information is organized. Again, click, open, buy, done. Next tab, habits to harden a hustler. This is key. This is where the mindset and the discipline is exercised and worked on, because that's how that stuff works. Those are muscles. You need to work on them. You need to practice them. You need to grow them and get them stronger. This is all customizable if it needs to be. You have the calendar. So as you check things off because they've been completed, you can then reference how many days you hit or missed each month for all of the individual daily habits. So that helps you stay on track, that helps you critique, change, etc. We also have the vacation and routine change prep, because going away or simply changing your routine can mess up your progress if you're not ready for it. We make going out of routine in this program part of your routine because that's normal. We need it for our sanity. It's fun. It's part of life, but there's no reason it should result in now you need an entire week to come back and get back into routine, get back into work, get back into your workouts, get back into eating, get back into fixing your stomach, getting back into not being hungover. And this helps us prepare for it. So we use this table when anyone has any change of routine or is going away to get them ready. We also have understanding the 4 goals. So we have our 4 goal package as part of this program, where we're going to need to understand our goals. We have 3 daily goals, 3 weekly goals, 4 big goals, and 2 really large goals. We work on our implementation factors, and then we work on our milestone markers because we need to know that we're actually hitting these goals. This tab organizes in multiple ways just to kind of view these goals, keep an eye on them, stay on track with them, make sure we're working on our implementation. It's all customizable so that you input your individual and specific goals. We have our supplements, information, and recommendations tabs. Again, click, open, shop. We even have a free health assessment to help you figure out vitamins, nutrition recommendations, supplement recommendations, even how your body responds to specific workout types. This is not our product, which means someone smarter, bigger, and better put together this free health assessment that anyone can do. The last item is the newest. Those of you in the program, this has been added to yours as of today, August 19th. So if you're already in the Health for Hustlers program, this was added in today for you. This is going non-toxic in life if you desire to do so. It's a product audit, a home audit of all the stuff you're using. So we have, again, tested, vetted, and proven over the years all of these alternative products that you can start replacing in your house depending on how crazy you want to get with it. We're talking paper products, sunblock, underwear, soaps, the list goes on, and there's information as to why things should be changed, which might help you gear towards which ones you should be changing first and which ones can be done over time. Deodorant, toothpaste, water filters. Guys, this is all stuff that if you're going to take it serious, hold on, let's flip this camera. If you're taking any bit of your health serious, you understand that we've been lied to for decades for profit, okay? Let's just talk about one example, which will be found in here. Sunblock. They pushed sunblock like crazy. They made the sun seem like it was the devil. The sun is really good for us. Of course, you don't want to burn yourself to a crisp and get crazy sunburns, and skin cancer is real, but why is skin cancer so prominent now after we've had sunblock available for so long? Lathering yourself in this toxic oil has actually done nothing but make things worse and more reliant on the need for more sunblock, probably supplements, vitamins, medicines because of the sicknesses that may have arose after years of sun exposure and being lathered under this stuff, and then skin cancers. It's through the roof. I personally have stopped using sunblock and will only use it if it's really hot, if say I'm in Florida and I need to put some on, and I've been using these ones that we found and replaced with, and I don't get sunburn like I used to. I barely use sunblock. Like I said, it has to be really extreme, and before when I would get burnt, now I don't, and I'm fine. Sure, I'll get color, I'll get hot and warm, I'll get a minor burn, but it's not the tolerable burn that keeps you up all night. I wake up and I've got a brown crisp the following day. Those products are fighting against us. It's crazy, and that's just one of many, many, many examples. So if you take any of this stuff serious and you hate the fact that cancer is running rampant through our society and other sicknesses and diseases are just on an absolute upswing rise, that it's sickening, and you want to at least do better in fighting against this stuff and trying to lessen your chances of any of this stuff coming into your life, whether for you or a family member, then I'm telling you, you need to start implementing this because it literally makes a difference. I have put out a lot of content about the changes in my health, how I haven't been sick in 5 years, how my health is the most optimal it's been, my blood work is the best it's ever been, and the effects that it's had for implementing weights, cardio, food, and now changing out variety of products, not being exposed to certain chemicals and metals and things like that, or at least massively decreasing the exposure, because of course as soon as you exit the four walls of your home, that stuff's out there because it's just, pushed like crazy because it's such a profit maker, and the vicious cycle of push shitty products to get people sick and then reliant is crazy. But if you have any interest in this, I'm telling you, it'll go a long way for you in helping. And even if you are interested and you've been held back because it's so much work and effort to find and vet all this stuff, that's why we did it. We had initially done this for ourselves, continued to get questions about it, continued to have people asking for information. Let's just package it together with workouts and fitness routines and mindset and discipline and have one big thing, the Health for Hustlers product. That program is designed to encompass all the stuff that we've been implementing into our lives, all the stuff that I've used to literally go from out of shape, skinny fat, don't own a gym, to best shape I've ever been, training for a High Rocks event, back to running, hated running forever, have the gym like launch this massive business, am helping consult other people with their businesses. That's the other aspect. If you have a business active or that you're hoping to launch and you want business consulting part of your Health for Hustlers program, we do that. One of my other clients that's in the program, young gun, he's looking to make it out there in the world. He's killing it. He's in the program. He has a new business that he launched. We do consulting, basically just like free conversations throughout the week, whether it's during our workouts that we have together, because that's part of what he had as well, or we set up sit downs and we just chat through issues that are being had or preparations that need to be made for future changes and decisions. He's going to college and he has this business that's starting to speed up. What do we do? Okay, so we consult on that type of stuff. And overall, if this sounds of any bit of interest to you, just hit me up. Happy to give more detailed information, talk it through. And I just, again, wanted people to understand what you're actually getting in it. It's years and years and years of information, confined, consolidated, and just neatly handed over and organized so that you can run with it immediately upon day one. There's no better feeling than when people jump into the program and I get a text that they had Whole Foods deliver their first order of food guide food to the front door. It's unbelievable. Because I already know that means they're on their way to killing it. Hit me up. With all that's going on in life, stay fit.